And
Hey,
what's
what's up?
up? You've tuned into the Rep My Block Show. It's your boy
Yes,
Grandmastar Bass Monstar, and I'm
and I'm
here
your
with
girl,
my hostess
KeyIce.
with the mostest, KeyIce.
Yes, thank y'all for tuning in today. We have a lot to talk about. It's going to
Yes, yes,
be a very interesting show, to say the least. But
yes. We
let's go ahead and
got
get started with it. How
coming.
was your week been?
My weekend was pretty good. Segway has been pretty good. Got a lot of shows on the horizon coming up, so I'm just working on choreography. And I met some new students this episode. So I got a lot of new features on my show. Other than that, how
Nice.
about yourself? How you living it?
Um, Pretty good. It's been a really interesting week. There's just been a lot going on, and so you already know how that goes. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
um, just one of those things where it's like life is lifing. Life is lifing, but
Life
in
is
a good
life.
way.
That's good.
Yeah, it's always a good way, you know what I mean? So
Nothing you can't handle, I presume.
right, right.
Let's get right
So
into it. What we got, birthdays first or what?
yeah, I know there was a birthday we didn't cover last week, but it's because I don't know why it was. I know we covered it on the page, but then in the slides it wasn't there. That was my fault. But Nas, happy birthday. Ooh, to Nas. We gotta correct that. But yeah, happy birthday
Oh,
to Nas.
it's
Um,
Tupac. It's Tupac. It's Tupac.
yes, and Tupac. We're remembering Tupac.
Oh,
This is a
word.
week ago was the anniversary of his death. And
Uh,
so there's been, every time his death comes around, there's always a lot of talk about, what happened and all this other
yeah,
stuff. But I like to just remember, the music,
yeah,
because that's what his memory should really be about, like what he was really about as a person and his music, because he was a extraordinary artist, definitely a goat in his era, and I think he should definitely be most remembered for that versus how he died.
yeah.
Um, but shout out to the memory of Tupac and the Tupac estate.
Heck yeah, shout out to Tupac.
And one of the main topics we are going to be covering today is one that we're going to leave to the end, because I know everybody's been waiting for that one. But
Yeah.
but we do have some other topics to talk about before that. And Kanye, he was trending because he recently had a show over in China. He had a few shows out there,
Ni
but he was
hao. Hao
trending.
ma.
Yeah, he was trending because he had boosted tourism over there by $52 million, and it
Dang.
was that's crazy.
Yeah.
52 million,
How
that's
fast did the tickets sell out?
huh?
How fast did the tickets sell out?
Oh yeah, they saw that it was what, 4 minutes. It
Dang.
was either 2 minutes or 4 minutes, but they sold out
Yee.
super fast.
Heck
And
up.
it was the first time he had returned to the country in over 16 years. And so it was only, it's 42,000 tickets. So that was actually, um, to
42.
me, that's quite a bit. That's a lot of tickets. But
Yeah.
yeah, they sold out within minutes. It was super crazy.
That's a lot of tickets. Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, shout out to Kanye for still being relevant over there. He's relevant anyway because, he has a snitch audience. And so
Yeah.
I think when people, when he was going through the controversies and stuff, I think people were like jumping the gun, trying to like exclude him from things. And I was like, no, that's still Kanye. He's
Yeah.
still doing his thing. He's still got the fans.
Exactly. You can't keep Ye down. He's multifaceted.
True, true. But Ralo has also been trending this week because
Okay.
it was Rich Homie Quan's memorial services that were this week as well. And Ralo, there was a person in particular that had called Ralo out because when he attended the funeral services, he went on video and he was talking, during it, like talking to the camera.
Whoa.
They felt like that was super disrespectful to the family. I
Yeah.
personally think that was disrespectful as well. Like, he was showing the casket being taken to the burial and everything. I'm like, nah, that's not what it is. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Um, I mean, I like Rollo's music and stuff, or some of his music, but I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, that's poor funeral etiquette. If you
Yeah,
ever heard it. Yeah.
That's what I feel as well. And then after that, he was still trending because he later said that only him and Boozy were the only rappers at Rich Homie Quan's funeral, which was incorrect.
Yeah,
I think with him, it's just a matter of him maybe not recognizing other artists out there.
yeah,
And he had served some time in prison, and maybe he wasn't just really up on how people looked or something like that. I don't know what it was, but I
right.
thought that was not cool either to say that that was incorrect.
Yeah. Who else was there?
Well, there were a couple in particular that some people pointed out, and I'm sure there were more there, but main ones they were pointing out was Rocco was out there, so was
Uh,
Killer Mike,
uh,
and so just squashing some of that
rumor mill.
fake news,
Fake news.
fake news.
Okay, fake news.
Yeah,
Um,
Latto has also been trending
what
because have you heard her song Brokey?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, well, do you know the controversy about Brokey?
Well, I heard the controversy and I heard the song and like I don't know. I don't know. It's too I wouldn't say she was like directing nothing at her audience in particular, which is kind of where they went with it.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
so
Well,
but
what
what
happened with that song is that, because Brokey, she's like, Brokey, she's basically like taunting people that are broke, but it's mainly guys trying to talk to her that were, broke. She's like,
yeah, that's what
it's like, any female that's being, approached by a guy who doesn't have money to quote unquote take care of her, or like just basically take her out or whatever, the way
yeah.
she wants to be taken out. She was just calling guys out like that in the song, but there were a lot of fans that actually took offense to it because they
Yeah.
felt like she was just calling like people that don't make a lot of money just broke in general, like even if they're working hard. So she faced some backlash over
Yeah.
that, and so she ended up doing it. She has a brokey. It's still going on. A brokey challenge going on. It's a contest, and so how it works is you send in a video and you just do hashtag brokey, to her song, do a video to her song, like a reel or a short or a TikTok, whatever. And you tag, you do the hashtag brokey, and you can win up to $10,000. As far as I know, she's giving out just one.
Okay.
And I saw it actually on Instagram, but I know there were some TikTok because she was sharing some TikToks
Yeah.
of people doing it over there. So I want to say it's mainly Instagram and TikTok. I'm not sure if she's also on YouTube and Facebook, checking too. But if you're on one of those two platforms in particular, then and you do that hashtag, then she's checking you out. She's sharing some that she likes in her story, and then she doesn't have a set date like on when it will end, but she does, plan to have a set date where she will give out $10,000 to the best brokey contest person, whatever. I don't know what you call it.
Brokey video submission.
Right, the brokey video submission. And she also, well, I mean, on top of that, it's just like the fact that people thought she was saying that. I don't know, it was a certain way because a lot of people started doing the video. This one lady actually just got fired from her job.
Uh,
She had been at her job for 6 years, and she just got fired for doing the brokey
uh
competition video in her job.
how she,
So,
how did she get fired though? Like they walked
I
in on
mean,
something.
yeah, they walked in on her doing it when she was supposed to be doing, she was supposed to be working. So,
That's why you
but
broke.
my thing is, whatever y'all do, if you're gonna be in this competition, don't actually go broke doing it because that
Yeah.
lady literally went broke. She's literally a brokey now. Sorry. Nah, I mean, hopefully she's not really a brokey now, but that's, unfortunate. So
Very unfortunate.
hopefully, yeah. I hope she gets, another job real soon because that
Yeah.
wasn't cool. And this one trended for a little while, but with all the others, y'all know what the big news this week was. So I mean, with all the other stuff going on with that other thing that we're going to talk about later, this one didn't trend for that long. But I
Yeah.
do want to mention it for because we do have some Cardi B fans over on our page. And then there's another thing off from Latto. I forgot to mention actually, but Cardi B and Offset were trending a little bit this week because they were being sued for not. Well, the lawsuit was claiming that they did not pay for the video location for their Like What video,
What?
but Cardi B, she was really upset about the allegation, and she actually was showing receipts like, "Hey, we did pay this," and she was showing all of it. So
Mm.
hopefully that squashes that lawsuit.
He said I send the screenshots right now.
Yeah, and y'all know how Cardi is. She's like she don't be playing.
Mm-hmm.
But she also posted these lovely photos of herself. She just had a baby and she's already getting back in shape and everything. So kudos to her
That's what's up.
because that's difficult after having a baby.
Yeah.
But going back to Latto real quick, she
What?
actually her SIM card was stolen earlier this week as well.
Oh
So
yeah.
if y'all are on Twitter, you would have seen some of the stuff that was being posted by a hacker. It was not her. So she said there's a lot of stuff posted about Nicki Minaj during that time, and it was not her posting it. So if you did see it, just try to erase that from your memory because that was not Latto posting. But she has gotten access back to her account, and that the hacker is off.
Here we go.
That's crazy though, how people they get so obsessed with these celebrities that they just want to do horrible things like that. That's crazy to me.
That don't make no sense. I don't even know how you hack somebody's SIM card. It's too much work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like they were plotting for a minute. She might want to, yeah, she needs to check her surroundings at all times. Keep that Bluetooth off. Keep the Wi-Fi off when you're like in public locations because people have ways of trying to hack into that stuff.
Mm.
And then Dame Dash, he's trending. He's been trending for a couple weeks because
Okay.
he's been trying to sell his Rockefeller share. He has 1/3 share of Rockefeller, and he's
What?
been trying to sell it. It also includes part of the Reasonable Doubt album.
Mm.
He recently said that Drake has offered to buy 1/3 share of that. His whole share. He hasn't disclosed how much Drake had offered him, but
Mm.
he has name drop Drake as one person that is interested in it. How much do you think Drake offered him for that?
Shoot, maybe like 2 mil.
Two?
Yeah.
I think he said because I know about a week ago, Dame Dash had said he wouldn't take less than 10 million. I want to say.
Dang.
So yeah, he's looking for quite a bit for it. So
That's a lot.
the thing with that though is that it came out later that whomever buys it is later going to be taken back by Jay-Z because he has some type of I'm not sure of the exact wording, but he's basically able to take the rights back
Sort of
real
loop.
soon.
Mm.
Yeah, so it'll be like a really short-lived ownership of that because he's already been working on it to reclaim those rights. So
I wonder
we'll
why
see.
if that's probably the case right there is he knows that's about to happen.
You wonder why? Who? I
Wonder
didn't catch the
Dame,
beginning. You're breaking out a little bit.
I wonder why Dame is selling it.
Oh, he said he's broke. He needs some money.
Just to be honest, just TBH.
Yeah, he was saying, early on in his career, he was saying that he was investing in his dreams or what have you, and that's how he went broke because people had been asking him. He goes live quite a bit from his page too, and
Yeah.
so they had asked him why you need money. I thought you had money, and that's what he said. He literally said, "I'm broke. I need the money." So, and he's offering the chain. He got his Rockefeller chain. He's offering the chain too.
Mm.
So we'll
Yeah.
see if anybody actually buys it. But I know some people were saying if Drake does buy it,
Yeah.
that they could see Drake at the Super Bowl rocking that chain. In that chain. And
You
y'all
think
already know
good
the Super Bowl country
for taste?
controversy. Huh?
That in poor taste for him to rock it? I mean, he bought it.
Shoot. I mean, if you're trying to say something, make a statement at the Super Bowl, I guess.
So
Because y'all know we got to mention it because you weren't here last week. So I want to talk to you about
yeah,
this.
Drake
What
was.
did you think about that,
It's gonna.
Kendrick?
Oh, he did it already.
Yeah, he's been announced as the Super Bowl halftime performer for February for the Super Bowl. So I mean, what do you think about that? Because Lil Wayne fans in New Orleans, they were going crazy about that.
Yeah, because wasn't Lil Wayne supposed to be a performer or no?
No, he was never. See, that's the thing. It's like he had wanted to be, and he kind of assumed that he would be,
Yeah.
but he never was told by anybody that he would be. But
Oh,
it is gonna be in New Orleans, so people, a lot of fans were like, that only makes sense.
yeah, yeah. So Kendrick is doing it instead in February.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was always I guess, the selected one.
Kendrick's doing it. Well. That's gonna be hype. You already know when freaking Not Like Us drops. Drake either better like cut the TV off or like just get with it. I feel like he like I said, that's propaganda. I already can feel it coming. It's gonna take a couple years, but we gonna see them three on the album together. It's gonna take a few years. It's just propaganda.
Three who?
The Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. We're going to
Okay,
see an album together. It's gonna take
okay.
years, but it's coming. Trust me. And remember, y'all heard it here first. But
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be
I've
hype.
I've heard some other things about that big three statement in the first person shooter song as well, but
Yeah,
I
what you?
mean, I initially thought that they would. I don't know about now. I think it would take a lot at this point, just from the things that were said on those songs, because like
Mm-hmm.
I think that Kendrick probably, you know, Drake mentioned his fiance in those songs. So I think that when somebody does that, that's like really stepping over that line. And I
Mm,
think it would take a whole lot for Kendrick to go back and want to collaborate with Drake at this point.
mm.
Because I mean, I initially did feel like they would probably go ahead and do that big three thing, but I don't know about now.
Yeah, time heals all wounds, and
Yeah,
uh,
definitely.
and money is green.
Money screen, and not all money is good at the same time. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I'm calling it. I'm banking in. I called that Trump will be the president. Oprah gonna be the next president too after Kamala Harris becomes president.
What?
Yeah,
Oprah? Where that come from? I don't know about Oprah. Okay? You think okay? So well, that's a whole nother topic. The
I
president's.
look at it is I'm looking at it like this: like the America, we were in an economic crisis where we really needed somebody who was a true businessman because America is an enterprise, a collection of corporations. So we needed a true businessman to come in and fix our books, and that's basically what Trump did. He came in and he fixed.
Ooh, let's
Then,
get out the politics. Here's some stuff that I have to object. Let's
well,
get
I
out the
mean, after the economy, next we need a spiritual. We need a spiritual, a
um,
spiritual fix, and I feel like Oprah is the perfect like spiritual person to come in and kind
interesting.
of give us a spiritual sort of refacing.
Interesting. We might have to start a politics show. I don't know about all this.
To bring it back full circle though to Kendrick and Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So like I said, when he plays Not Like Us, the crowd gonna go wild. I already see it happening. They probably gonna end on that note, or it's gonna be in the middle, but it's gonna get played, and it's just
Yeah.
a good time. I see it being a good time.
Yeah, and mentioning that song, I actually heard for the very first time on the radio the other day. I heard the edited version of that because, like, for the longest time, they weren't like editing out the minor thing, and then they even started editing out OVO at the end. Like all
What?
of that's edited now, and so,
What does it say?
um, huh?
What does it say instead?
It just either like it mutes it or just yeah.
Man,
It's
let me tell you about this weekend at a freaking club. We was listening to all the music, and this
uh
day every 4 to 8 counts would talk over the music. I'm about to tell every DJ right now, do not do this. Do not
oh.
stop the music every 8, 16 beats to tell us something. We don't care. We trying to listen to the song, okay?
I feel you on that. Ooh,
That's
yeah,
so
I
annoying.
feel you. We might need to get another DJ on the show that to talk about that because I do know a few DJs that do that,
Yeah.
and I think they think the crowd likes to hear that, but nah, we don't like to hear
No,
that.
we do not. We do not. I mean, the siren's cool. You know, you can come in every now and again and mention
Hmm.
that somebody parked the yellow sedan out front and it's about to be towed, but we don't need you telling us every 17 beats just trying to hype us up. Like, bro, the music is doing good enough. Chill.
Yeah,
And you
that's
know, I
that's
gotta be with
true. I feel you.
so like we really trying to like mess with the beat and play with the song and like every time we get into it, here he come. Oh my god.
Did he do it for the on the Kendrick Not Like Us song too?
That's why I mentioned. Yep.
Ooh,
Yep. He got the
wow.
that song as soon as it came to the part where it was like wop wop wop. Here he come on the beat.
Oh wow.
Like, bro, shut up.
Right, right. But yeah, I mean, I was actually happy
Yeah, but
hearing the
that's why.
edit version because I feel like there's too many kids out here
Yeah.
singing all this stuff about pedophile. Like they don't need to be singing about no pedophile. I'm like, what has the world come to? Like, come on.
Oh,
Like, what's really going on in this world where kids
yep.
are on TikTok and all these socials singing about pedophiles? They don't even know what the word means. But and if they
Elementary
did,
school.
they would be
It's
scared.
in
You know, like
school.
nah,
Yep.
we're not doing that. But yeah,
Yeah,
shout out
they
to
would
all
be
the
scared.
shout out to all the radio stations that have actually been doing, spreading that new version out there.
Yep.
And I also have heard at the Super Bowl that if he does do the song, that he also has to perform the edited version. That's what I heard. That's not that's not from any
Yep.
official channel. But I wouldn't be surprised because it is the Super Bowl. That's a family
Yep.
oriented sports event. But I'm very interested in that. But it was
Sounds
good
about
to hear
right.
your thoughts on that, though. You know what you thought about that. But yeah, let's talk about Jay
Yeah,
Z
I
a
know
little
I
bit,
missed
cause huh?
Jay-Z. I said I know I missed y'all last week. I had a little
Oh yeah.
competition to go to.
Oh
Ended
yes.
up coming in third place. You know, I'll get him next that first place spot next time.
Oh yeah. Congratulations on that. Third is good. Third is real good.
Thank you.
But yeah, Jay Z. With respect to the Super Bowl, because a lot of people have been asking who really chooses the Super Bowl performer, and so everybody was on
Mm,
Google. They're like, who chooses
Jay.
performer? And it was saying this that the whole city chooses, right? But anyway, last week, there was an article that
Oh,
had been published by a publication, and we actually had shared it on our Facebook page. And a representative of the city of New Orleans had said that they found out when the whole world found out that they didn't know either. And then later, again,
mm,
all of this other publications, they came out and said that it was actually said by the executive producer, Jesse Collins of the Super Bowl. He had an interview with Variety
mm,
magazine on September 16th, and he said Jay-Z has chosen the performer ever since his entity has been part of the show. So his entity has been part of the show since 2021. That's Jesse Collins'
dang.
entity, and he said that Jay Z has chosen it ever since then, from as far as he knows. So yeah, but then and it's crazy to me
E.
because I'm like, somebody's obviously not telling the truth. Because then later the NFL pushed back on his statement, and they were denying it. So I'm like, why do that? You know what I mean? I don't know why people would even try to cover something like that up. But I'm like, if he's literally been the darn executive producer of the halftime show since 2021.
Mm,
If he says it, why would any representative of the NFL come back and say no, that's not true? I don't get it. But anyway, he's saying
mm-hmm.
Jay Z is the one that chooses. Because a lot of people were saying
Spill.
y'all should apologize to Jay Z because a lot of people were blaming Jay Z for not picking Lil Wayne, and
Yeah.
so but then at that time, and this all happened within a matter of about 4 days or so last week. So those publications, they were saying y'all should apologize to Jay Z for blaming him, but at the end of it all, it was turns out it is him that picks. I
Turns
mean,
out.
yeah, he may not be the like primary picker because it's a big organization, so I'm sure a lot of voices are they chime in, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure his opinion has a huge weight on that.
He can swing his weight around. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Nick
And then Nicki
is
Minaj,
in the tabs.
yeah, she's been saying a lot on her Twitter. She really speak like if y'all
What's she
ever
been?
want to know what's going on with Nicki Minaj, always just follow her over on X, aka Twitter. But she's been saying quite a bit of things because, like, as y'all may or may not know, some big CEOs have been stepping down this past week, and
Mm,
this is all surrounding another topic that we'll talk about next. But industry executives they've been um, resigning, and
popping like.
yeah, someone were Nike was one of the corporations, but also
Mm,
Atlantic Records had laid off a whole bunch of people. But
ooh.
she had posted about it. She said, because she has her Heavy on It records, and so if y'all remember, I want to say about a month ago or so, she had unfollowed um, Ice Spice, and she had unfollowed. I want to say, I'm not gonna say the name of the other artist because I have to
What?
verify that. But she had followed a couple artists that she had been basically looking at trying to sign to Heavy on It Records, her own record label. But they had went with another record label. But Atlantic Records is Cardi B's label, and so of course, she doesn't like Cardi B, vice versa. So she had went on a Twitter little
Yeah.
exchange. This is in between her concerts because she's on tour. But she was saying, with respect to the industry execs being laid off over at Atlantic Records, she was saying
Yeah.
they've been wanting empty arenas so bad. And then she put, obsessed with me while all your friends are getting fired. It's nasty work. She was just,
Mm.
taunting and stuff. Then she said, dear fired executives and A&Rs, don't be mad. UPS is hiring. Also,
Ooh.
feel free to submit your resumes for a job.
Oh.
So,
No,
yeah.
she didn't. Quit.
Yeah, you
No,
know,
she did. To be.
she's been definitely staying up on like what's been trending and stuff herself, even though she's so busy on tour, and that's like super amazing. I don't know if she's being like actively looking at the stuff herself, which it appears that she is,
Yeah.
or if her reps are sending her the info. But she's definitely staying up on that.
Yeah.
But shout out to her. She was recently, and she's been traveling all over, but I know she's been in Texas over the past week. She was in San Antonio, and she showed a lot of love. She did a bitty bitty bomb bomb dance with some of the fans and stuff like that. San Antonio loved that, so she gave a lot of love to San Antonio. Big ups to her for that. She's on her Gag City Reloaded tour right now. You want to talk about these BT Hip Hop Awards nominees?
BET Hip Hop Awards nominees are, and I quote, we got Drake,
Well, let's say
we
the
got
category
Cardi B on the list.
is
Okay,
for
the categories for best hip hop. Make sure you leave in the comments who y'all think is the who's gonna win best hip hop video. I'll let y'all know what I think already because I already see my
oh really?
pick
Oh
already.
okay.
But we got 8 a.m. in Charlotte. We got Central C featuring Lil Baby with, is that Ban?
Band for band.
Then we got Bent from,
What's the name of the
say that
song?
again.
That's the name of the song. It's 41. But
Okay,
yeah,
41. And then we got Big Mama from Latto. We got, is that BOA? Am
yeah,
I reading that
Megan
right?
Stallion. Uh huh.
Then we got Enough from Miami from, oh yeah, I remember that. Enough from Cardi B. She renamed it
Mm-hmm.
because it was called Miami. And then Not Like Us, which I'm pretty sure that's gonna win, from Kendrick. And then Type Shit type shit from Playboy Cardi with Future and Metro Boomin and Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi. I read that wrong,
Okay, so you got
but y'all already
because I
know
know
who I.
we did this for the BT, the regular BT Awards a couple months ago. So we could do it for this too. Okay, so you think
Yeah,
Kendrick got this one? I think he got that one too. So we're gonna put we
yeah.
think, and this is gonna be written in stone. I'm putting this in the comments, so you can't change it. We think Kendrick Lamar, Like Us, got it. We both are in agreement of
Right.
that. Okay. And actually, I do want to mention too,
Under.
though, Megan Thee Stallion, she has the most nominations. Congratulations to her. She has 12 nominations
Great.
for this awards.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then
Please.
after her is Kendrick and then Drake. Yeah, they all
God,
up there.
it's buzzing around it like this. Next,
Yes.
we got the best collaboration. We got At the Party with Kid Cudi featuring Pharrell and Travis Scott. We got Bam Bam again from Central C. Then we got Bongos from Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. We got Everybody from Nicki Minaj featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Man, I ain't heard Lil Uzi Vert in the tabloids in a minute. We got First Person Shooter with Drake featuring J. Cole. Now that might win if you ask me. But and then after that you got Like That, which, dang, I got a few favorites on here. Hold on. And then we got Like That by Metro Boomin, featuring Kendrick Lamar. Then we got Mamushi with Megan Thee Stallion and Yugi Chiba, which I don't appreciate how the radio doesn't play his part. They go ahead and keep playing the
Oh, they
song,
don't.
and then they'll cut to another part comes on. I'm like, that's rude.
That's messed up. He has a real cool part.
Then we got Wannabe by Glow, right? And last but not
Uh-huh.
least, Wannabe with Glorilla featuring Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay. So you
You already
think
know who I think.
okay, so who'd you say? Who you think you're gonna win that one?
So it's a three-way tie
Oh, it
between
can't be
Like
that.
That, First Person Shooter. You said it can't be like that.
It can't be no three-way tie. This ain't no three-way awards.
It's a three-way tie. It's gonna be one of them though. I'm
Okay.
sure it's gonna be one of them.
Okay, what's your
Positive.
number
What you think?
one? Because I'm only gonna write the number one down. Grandmaster
Okay.
Bass Monstar God.
Best collaboration. Best collaboration. I gotta say Mamushi then. I gotta say Mamushi because
Okay.
that's Japan and coming together and making a hip hop song. So that's something that's not quite been done a lot. I feel like, if at all.
True, true. Okay, that's a good one. The one I got just because of the
What you got?
popularity of the song is Central C featuring Lil Baby. I think that one got it.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, so I'm writing these down. Okay, that's what we got. We can't go back and change it. Okay. Next.
Okay. How you wrote it down?
Yeah, I sure did. Okay.
Okay. Got next. We
Oh,
got.
it says best collaboration on side, but it's really for best duo or group.
Okay. We got Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign. We got 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne. 41. Common and Pete Rock. Earth Gang. Flyna Boss. Flyna Boss. Am I saying that right? Flyana
Where you
Boss.
at? Oh, okay. Yeah, Fly on a Bus.
Future and Metro Boomin. Rick Ross and Meek Mill. That's best duo or group.
Yep.
Who you got?
I got
Throw it to you first.
okay, I got of course Ye and Ty Dolla Sign. They better win this year. I mean, come
Mm,
on.
why?
Because that was like crazy. Like it was so crazy. And then they did too. See, the thing is though, Future and Metro Boomin, they did their two too. Both of them did two
Mm,
albums together. So it's gonna be real close. But I really think that just from the sales part of it, I think that Kanye and Ty Dolla Sign got that one. What you think?
Okay, I'm gonna have to agree with. Even though in my heart, my favorite artist is Two Chainz and Lil Wayne and Earth Gang, I'm gonna have to agree with you on the Ye and Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign tip though.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
And it says stone. Okay, let's check out the next one. And y'all, we see y'all watching. Y'all go ahead and put what y'all think too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Don't take these categories. Let's see. We got best live performer. Okay, we got a lot of great names on the list. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna start who I think should win. Missy Elliott, and then after that we got Kendrick, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Travis Scott, Burna Boy, Busta Rhymes, Cardi B, Drake, and Glorilla. Yeah, I gotta give that one to Missy Elliott for best live performance.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Okay. Um, you got Missy Elliott. I got who is the? Let me see. Who is really good at live performances this year? Who? Man, this is kind of difficult because
A lot of
I
good
feel
names on.
like yeah, there's a really lot of good names on there, but at the same time, it has some unexpected names. I actually
Mm.
didn't expect Missy Elliott to appear for Best Live Performer this year, and it
Oh,
makes me wonder if they're mainly looking at. I'm thinking that they must mainly be looking at the concerts, and I haven't. I saw like just pieces of her performances and pieces of some of the others, but Drake. Well, if they're putting Drake on there, that means because he was in concert last year. It was like, yeah, it was like that's when his tour really ended. It was like really late last year. I want to say uh best live performer. Shoot, I want to say Burna Boy this year because I've seen some of his stuff and I think
okay.
yeah. Okay, so Grandmaster Bass Monstar got Missy Elliott and
Gotta
KeyIce
go OG with.
got Burna Boy. Okay, let's check out the next one. Next category, lyricist of the
Next, we got
year.
lyricist of the year.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna start with who I think probably gonna win. I'm gonna go with Kendrick, and then we got 21 Savage, Cardi B, Common, Lil Wayne, Drake, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar won that. If they pick somebody else, they're foolish mortals. I don't know what game they're watching.
He said they're foolish mortals. I think Kendrick got it too. Okay, so we
Yeah.
think Kendrick Lamar got it. Okay, that was pretty easy. I thought that was easy.
Yeah.
Y'all let us know what y'all think.
Yeah. Don't let
And
us down.
okay,
Okay, we
next
got
one.
year song of the whole year. Let's see who we got on this list. We got Agora Hills by Doja Cat. Y'all already know how I feel about that. Bent, is that Bent? 41.
Uh huh.
Then
Theme.
F
Uh huh.
Fiend. Oh, I know what that is. Travis Scott and featuring Playboy Cardi. FTCU with Nicki Minaj. Get It Sexy with Sexy Red. Like That. Metro Boomin, Future, and Kendrick Lamar. Mamushi with Megan Thee Stallion featuring Yuki Chiba. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, and yeah, Glorilla. Now, I know who go win.
This
I
should be
know who should
easy.
win, but I know who gonna win. I know who gonna win. You go ahead
Okay,
and say
who do you
who
think?
you
Who
think
do you
gonna win.
think? Okay, well, of course, not like us. Kendrick, come on, he
I
got
know.
it easy.
I want to say that too. I want to say show for show that too. That's my vote too. Not Like Us, but to be realistic, I know how the world, and I feel like the world gonna be like, get it sexy.
Really?
I feel like that's the way.
Wow.
Yep, they gonna do to us. I think song of the year gonna end up being out the left. Even though he's on this list twice,
Uh huh.
I think give it to Sexy Red. But I could be wrong. I could not. We might be on a higher thought level. this year. I don't know. I got faith in us, but I also know how we are as a
Okay.
group,
Okay.
and we ready.
Well, that's fair. That's fair, I guess. But okay.
Here.
That's fair. Okay, next one.
Hip hop album of the year. Let's see. We got American Dream with 21 Savage, Earth Gang. Am I reading that right?
Uh,
Ethan.
everything.
Oh,
Everything,
okay. The
everything.
words are small. I gotta take the days off so I can zoom in. Glorilla with
Well,
Ethan. Yeah, zoom in on my phone. For All the Doors, Gary Hours edition. Drake. 21 in Sexy We Trust, Sexy Red. Megan the Stallion. One of One, Gunna. Pink Friday 2, Nicki Minaj. Utopia, Travis Scott. We Don't Trust You, Future, and Metro Boomin. Dang.
and I read hip hop album of the year, the way I read it, has to be a full album. And all these are definitely full albums because at first I thought it said somebody that had a single, but yeah, these are definitely all full.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
let's see. Man,
Who got?
of the year, I'm thinking they're using the fiscal year from September to
Uh,
September because some of these were 2023 albums. But anyway, um,
okay.
they have to be using the fiscal year, something like that. I think album of the year, hip hop album of the year. I want to say Gunna probably got this one. I'm going with Gunna.
Gunna.
Yeah.
One.
Yep. One of one.
Uh, Gotta go with the one I guess I listened to the most, which was Future and Metro Boomin. That's the one I
Okay.
heard the most from.
That's a good pick. Um,
We don't.
we don't trust you. Future and Metro Boomin got it. Yeah, I mean that's really fair pick. I wouldn't be surprised if they take that one. Okay, next one.
All right, what we got?
Oh, there's a few after
Hip
this.
Hop
Oh goodness,
Artist of
that's
the
quite a
Year
bit.
go to nominate 21 Savage and Cardi B, Drake, Future, Glorilla, Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj. I gotta say, I gotta get that one to Kendrick. He brought us all together, had us all bumping the
Diddy,
song.
are you sure?
He,
I don't know, but I don't know if he brought everybody together. But he brought a
nobody.
lot of people together on the west side.
We not talking about Drake fans. I know. um,
um.
but that's who I got though. Kendrick,
Okay.
Megan Thee
I'll agree. I'll agree.
and
We
Glorilla.
say that Kendrick Lamar. Man, that wouldn't be fair though. Really. Darn it. You know what? I'm going to go the other way. Hold on a second.
Go swing your vote.
Artist of the year, because he really only put out Drake diss tracks this year, and I don't think that's fair to the other artists that were trying to actually do other stuff. So I
Yeah.
actually want to go with hip hop artist of the year. I want to go with Nicki Minaj on that one.
Okay.
Okay, so let me write that down. Oops. Grandmaster. Oh, and we can go ahead and advance it. What's the next one?
Producer of the year goes to Metro Boomin, Pete Rock, Q-Tip, The Alchemist, uh, ATL Jacob, Cash Cobain, Hit Boy, and Hitmaker. Now, the only one I know on that list is Metro Boomin. So
Ooh, that's messed up.
sorry, y'all. Metro
Okay.
Boomin had his day. What? He at
Well,
his day, you couldn't help but hear about his name.
true.
Now,
And
does that
I
mean
don't know if that's how they
he
get extra points, from that. But
yeah,
I want to say him
just
too.
popularity? Yeah,
I'll go ahead and go with Metro Boomin also.
because
So
I
we
mean,
think, huh?
yeah, if the whole thing is to make sure people know your name, then definitely know Metro's name now for sure.
That's
I
true.
Before I know it now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. But we got next one is what best breakthrough artist of the year.
Best breakdancer of the, I mean, best breakthrough artist. That's what they need on these
Yeah,
hip
they
hop
do.
awards.
They really do.
For real, it ain't enough appreciation for the dancers, man. Anyways, 41, uh, 310 baby, Boss Man D-Lo, Cash Go Bang, Lady London, Sexy Red, Skilla Baby, and Tommy Rich Man. Hmm. Okay.
Breakthrough. Who did the breakthrough this year, y'all? Who y'all think?
Like pretty much like who we didn't see coming.
Like, broke through. Like, yeah, we didn't see coming. Like, wow, you did
Uh,
that.
yeah, I would say Tommy Rich Man or Sexy Red.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Tommy Richmond too because he's somebody that man, he just came out of nowhere. Literally,
Yeah,
he was doing punk
I know.
music, and then he classified a song as hip hop, and bang, he was out there. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
why I
I
said Sexy
agree.
Red. If not him, Sexy Red, because she's more hip hop than Tommy Rich Man. But if we mean breakthrough as in like out of nowhere, then yeah, Tommy Rich Man, first place.
I noticed they say Tommy Richmond instead of Tommy Richmond. Is that a reason, or you just Rich
Oh,
Man
it's
versus
Rich. It's
Richmond?
Richmond.
Yeah, it's just Tommy Richmond.
Oh, Rich Man. Like his
But
name.
that'd be cool if he did,
I was saying
have it
his
separate
last
like that
name.
and do that. Yeah. Okay, DJ of the year.
So it's
This
not.
one
It's
should be
not
us.
Rich.
It's just
It's
Richmond.
not. It's Tommy Richmond.
Richmond.
Richmond, like a
Uh huh.
last name.
Yeah,
Like a
like a last
name.
name.
Richmond.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
what
DJ
DJs we
of
got?
the year two. Metro Boomin, DJ Khaled, DJ Drama, DJ D Nice, Big Von, The Alchemist, Mustard, and K Trinata.
Yep.
K. But I'm definitely going with Metro Boomin again on that one.
Oh really? Okay. I think Mustard got that one, but we'll see. We'll see.
Think Mustard? What Mustard do?
Shoot. Mustard is the one that produced Not Like Us. He's the DJ behind Not Like Us. And I
He.
think he did have his own album
Oh,
too.
okay.
His album came out a couple months ago. It didn't do as well as he thought it would,
Yeah.
but just from the fact that
Oh,
that whole track was like unexpected from him. Metro Boomin though, man, that is pretty hard. Man, he might have it. I might have to agree with you.
been having
Oh, I'm gonna
a decent
go
run.
just to have some suspense here. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Mustard, and I'll let you go with Metro Boomin. Okay,
Okay.
you got Metro Boomin, and I got Mustard.
So this awards. Last time was the BET Awards.
Right, just the regular BET Awards. It's all hip hop.
Left and right, ain't they? Let's see. We got the best. Oppa, you dirty. We got best hip hop platform. We got bootleg Kev, Club Shay Shay. You already know who I think won. Club Shay Shay.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe not, cause he ain't had enough like hip hop people on.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a lot of black people on, but not enough.
Right.
Like now that I see who's on the list, cause I
Gotta read the list.
we got Club Shay Shay. Well, let me do it like this. Or goes to The Breakfast Club, The Joe Budden Podcast, The Shade Room, XXL, On the Radar, Bootleg Kev, Club Shay Shay, Complex, Drink Champs, $1 million worth of game, and the Rep My Block show. Oh, I didn't even know we were on there.
Exactly. Me
Wow.
either. Thank y'all. Thank you for the nomination.
So much. Uh, the the Breakfast Club, of course.
You
Like,
think the
come on.
Breakfast Club has it? I think Drink Champs this year, but okay. So
Drink.
you think
I
it's
gotta tell.
going with
I ain't heard of them.
uh
I
what?
heard of the.
I know you didn't say that. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
I heard. Bro. I heard XXL. I heard Club Shay Shay, but the others have
Don't
not
say
been
it,
on my
please.
radar. I gotta look them up.
Okay. Please look it up. So, but yeah. Okay. That's
I
fair.
only 0.00%, 1% of the world. You know, one day
Yeah.
my opinion will matter even more. So
It
no,
matters. It matters a
all right,
lot.
y'all better make yourselves more. It matters a lot, right? Y'all better make
Hustler of
yourselves
the
more
year.
famous so I know.
Right.
Hustler of the year go base Monstar. No, yeah, but there we go. Now they up. 50 Cent, ASAP Rocky, Cameron and Mace, Cardi B,
Cameron.
Drake, Fat Cameron and Mace, my fault. Cardi B, Drake, Fat Joe, Glorilla, Kendrick Lamar, or Megan Thee Stallion. I gotta go with 50
Yeah.
Cent, yo. Bro
Yeah.
bought a
I mean,
whole
I
city,
agree.
didn't
I
he?
agree. Um.
Who else? Like, if you ain't, why Akon ain't on this list? Like, didn't he buy a whole city too?
Well, because he's more low key,
Can
you
you
know,
finish?
and that was years ago. Like more
Yeah.
recently, he didn't do that. I don't think he's been working on that energy thing. I think. How many more we got?
Yeah, I've
This
been
is
keeping tabs on that Akon project though.
yeah, same. It's really cool. Okay, we got four
Okay,
more.
we
This is for best Sweet
Sweet
16.
16 best featured verse.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we got these are kind of tiny.
Okay.
Let me look at this bigger on
Yeah.
the other tab. Let me read these on the other tab. Sweet 16. Okay, I'll read these.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so Sweet 16, just pulling it up. Okay, 21 Savage. Good, good. Got that good, good. Usher 21 Savage, Summer Walker. And then we got ASAP Rocky, Gangsta with oh, this is the best featured verse. Okay, so I guess I need to he's like they're saying he's
Oh,
the best featured verse out of Gangsta, which also had Free Nationals and Anderson .Paak on it. Cardi B,
who had?
yeah, who had the best verse. And then Cardi B, she's nominated for Wannabe Remix that also had Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion. Drake is nominated for Meltdown that had Travis Scott. J. Cole out of First Person Shooter with Drake. And then Kendrick
Mm,
Lamar out of Like That with Future and Metro Boomin. Lil Wayne, Brand New, that also featured Tyga and YG. And then Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, she okay. So they got Megan and that's interesting. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion's also nominated for Wannabe, but it's the version that just has Glorilla. So they
mm,
got Cardi B and Glorilla nominated for the same song, but different versions of the song, which is interesting.
mm.
So who do you think out of all of them?
Well, I gotta say, I think there's a lot of good ones on the list for me for sure. J. Cole's a good one. Um, who else on that
Yeah.
list? J. Cole's a good one. Uh, Kendrick, of course, was good. There was one more I heard, and Drake was good too. I heard that one, and then Lil Wayne's verse was dope too. Um, I might have to do Lil Wayne, the on Brand New, because that's my jam. I'll be like, Brand New, give me 1 second.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, that's a good pick.
All right, I'm back.
That's
Paper
a good
flip.
pick. Lil Wayne, you got Lil Wayne, and I got.
Yeah.
I think Okay, I'm gonna go with Kendrick Lamar on first. I mean, out of like that because I feel like
Yeah,
well, yeah, because I feel like when that whole beef had started, um, I think that was like a key. I think that really ignited the darn, because like first person shooter that was back at the end of 2023. But then when Kendrick, he hopped on that like that track, and then everybody like it came back up the whole thing. So I think that he's gonna get it for that.
yeah.
Okay.
Dang, I want to go listen to Brand New now though. That's my jam. I'll be over here brand new, brand new.
I need to listen to that again too.
All right.
Okay, best impact track. We got Blessings. Oh yeah, that's a good. Oh, I love that song. Blessings. That's Nicki Minaj featuring Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Fortunate with Common and Pete Rock. Get In With Me with Bossman D-Lo. In His, Megan Thee Stallion, Humble Me, Killer Mike, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar,
Mm.
Precision, Big Sean,
Oh,
Yeah Glow, Glorilla.
oh,
Remember this impact track. So
that's
like, did it make an impact on the culture?
not like us.
You think that made an impact on the culture? Okay.
Up to that stage, they're gonna call him up so many times.
um,
But then again, that's how I thought the BET Awards themselves was gonna go too, though.
yeah. Uh, okay, I agree.
You think so?
Yeah, I'll agree on that. Best international flow. Best international flow. Okay, so this one, these are artists
Me-
obviously not from the US.
oh, okay.
And so we got, let me read this on this other
You
page so it's a little bigger. We got SDM out of France, Lee's MC, Lay's MC out of France,
I
Ration,
don't know none of these people.
Rationwa MCs, Brazil, Buddha, Brazil, Getz, UK, Bashi, UK, Stefan Don, UK, Magletta Doughboy, South Africa, Blackie, South Africa, and I'm sorry, I can't Adumo the
What
Black,
is it?
Odumo the Black,
Oh wow.
Nigeria.
I
Um,
do. Yeah.
oh
Mm.
goodness gracious. I want to
I'm gonna have to
say,
go with you. Go
I'm
first.
going with Stefan Don. I want to go with her.
You know all these artists?
I know most of them.
Okay. All right. Well, at least one of us knows something, cause I'm gonna have to go do some research. I'm gonna go with Africa, with Nigeria, more specifically.
Okay.
Udumo the Black,
Okay.
simply
That's
because
fair.
my vote was.
Is that a guess? Is that a guess one? Have you heard it? I feel like that's a guess one.
Yeah, I have. That is a guess. Yes,
Okay.
it's completely political. I just picked her
Guesses
because
are okay.
Nigeria
Okay.
and
That's fair.
people are from.
Okay.
People.
So you're gonna go with, okay. I'm typing these out still. But let me go ahead and go to next. But yeah, y'all. So those are we didn't do all the categories, believe it or not, because I know it took a while. We did go through most of the categories, but there are like three that we didn't cover. However, if you are wanting to vote, you can actually vote. A lot of people don't know this. You can vote, and so if you want to vote, all you got to do is you can vote for DJ of the Year,
Yeah,
Producer of the Year, and Best Hip Hop Platform. So they're actually going to be rolling out some of these categories
right.
in groups. So this voting started September 20th,
Okay.
which was yesterday. So all you gotta do is go over to the BT.com website and cast your votes for those three categories at this moment in time. And
Okay.
I think that's
Unlike the
pretty cool
presidential,
because
your
right.
vote counts.
Oh, you're funny. But yeah, um, I think that it's definitely one of those things that a lot of people don't realize that you can actually vote for these awards. MTV Music Awards are actually MTV Video Awards were a couple weeks ago. People didn't know. I don't think a lot of people know they can vote because a lot of people like to complain about who wins. But once you
Yeah.
realize you actually have a say in this vote, then your mind should change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
anyway, let's go ahead and
And
talk about.
you know
Okay,
the
so
diddler.
let's talk about this, y'all, because Diddy the other day, and let's give some exact dates here. He was actually indicted this week. It was on September the 12th. It's the 21st. I'm looking at today's
Yeah.
date. Okay, so this was a little while back.
Mm.
Anyway, he was indicted on September 12th for sex trafficking, kidnapping, etc. There was a lot of reference about freak offs. He had 1,000 bottles of baby oil that were confiscated, among many other things, a lot of recordings and stuff like that. But anyway, the indictment is a 14-page document that's out there that y'all can actually check out yourselves. But we're gonna be touching base on like some of the stuff that's just been
Uh,
going on with actual cases. We want to stay focused on the facts because there's a lot of hearsay going on right now. But we actually have the actual counts that are
mm.
listed in the indictment. But before we go into that, I'd like to get your take on the whole situation about him getting indicted on these type of charges.
Well, I mean, all the facts are right there. There's nothing to kind of like have an opinion about. Honestly, you did what you did. Now it's time to do the time for the crime. He trying to pay $50 million to people to get him off and stuff like that. It's like we already got you off enough, man. During the freak offs, didn't you had enough? Get out of here. It's time to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, and
And they
that's
caught him
something
with
to
all the
note.
evidence. Like, I mean, all the evidence is endless. So it's like it's kind of like a shut and closed case. Brody had his run. It's time to pay for all that fun.
I feel you on that. I think that
What did you think?
it's I was really surprised when like with when they said that he had offered the $50,000 to get bond or whatever. I think that was like wow, because what was
You said,
ironic in that number, and man, this is so deep.
mm-hmm,
It really goes deep. But that
mm-hmm,
$50,000 number, that's ironic because back when Shine, that big incident involving Shine with the shootout at the club, um, he had allegedly offered $50,000 to the driver of the car that night to
mm,
say that it was not to say that it was their gun and not his gun. So I was like, that $50,000 seems to
mm.
be kind of coming up quite a bit. It's kind of like when I
Yep.
heard that, because that was years ago, and when I heard that, I was like, wow, that seems like that's something that he just like has his little, it's like a set amount that he just offers. If this is true again, all this is alleged, just let y'all know, we have to say it's
Mm.
alleged, so it's all alleged. But if that is true, then that seems to
Yeah.
be a
Say that,
pattern.
but
Yeah,
here.
that seems to be a pattern. But
Yeah.
the official counts that he's being charged with in this indictment include count one is racketeering conspiracy. And this is actually the largest one in the whole document. The document is available for read over on the scribd.com website, and we will post it here in the comments. But
Mm.
it's it's a lot, and it has a lot of people saying a lot of stuff right now on the internet. They want to talk a lot of stuff right now. But one thing to note is with this first count, because this first count involves a lot of different things in it. Um, y'all really have to read it for yourself to get it all. So, we're not going to go through like reading the whole thing here. But just know that racketeering charge that has it has like eight. Well, it has a lot of different points in it. So like they went through and numbered them one by one, this and that. So it has like five main categories in it. But then within those categories, it has like a list of subcategories because they're referring to his whole
Yeah.
business of doing this. They're referring
Enterprise.
to it as the Combs Enterprise. That's what they're referring to it as in this indictment. And so they actually like going down line by line. So like just racketeering, if you just read that, you'll feel like it's just oh, it's just racketeering. But when you actually read what's involved in that racketeering, there's pages of what they are saying as part of that racketeering. And one of the things is the freak offs. Um, I've heard, some of the news outlets that have been reporting on it, they've been saying that they don't like the term freak. Well, somebody from one um, of the outlets, and it's not an official outlet, but somebody was saying that the term freak offs is actually not the best term to use to describe it, just from the fact that within the culture, the word freak off has been used in other references, because you got the freaknik, you got other different things. So some people, when they hear the word freak off, they're
Yeah.
not realizing, because a lot of people haven't read the indictment, so they're not realizing the seriousness of this type of freak off. You know what I mean? So, and they were saying it's not cool to kind of use that because a lot of people that aren't reading it, they're referencing like, oh, back in the day when everybody used to be freaky type of thing. But this is well beyond that because he's really being charged with some really serious crimes, and part of
Really
it,
heavy stuff.
yeah, part of it is involves giving drugs to people that aren't aware that they're being drugged, type of thing, and it involves a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to be careful when y'all are talking about this, because especially when I see a lot of people laughing about it, putting like little silly memes and stuff like that. But you have to be very careful if you're going to actually refer to your type of freak off that you're referring to on your post to what Diddy's being charged with, because it's totally different stuff.
Yeah, it's totally something way more malicious than what the name freak off is usually associated with. Like I know a lot of celebrities had something to say about uh about what was going on. Do we have anything
Yeah, yeah, we do. I did want to kind of go through the other charges just real quick. Just we have them on the
really?
screen, but just to verbally say them. The other
Yep.
counts real quick before we let y'all know what some of the other celebrities have been thinking about it. Count two: sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. So, reading the indictment, that particular count two charge, they were saying in there that that one is actually against. I actually want to read part of that one because what I found interesting in this whole thing was just that it's very specific. Like all of the
Yeah.
wording is extremely specific. So this one,
They
it
trying to
starts
get him.
off with right. It starts off with, well, it's really long. But anyway, I'm just gonna let y'all know that they're basically referring to a particular individual in this one. And so, like, even on the top of that page that
Oh.
this one is being referred to, it says victim one in parentheses. So these are very
Oh.
specific counts because I know some people are saying, that's not going to stick because da 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 da. But for them to put, very specific wording in there, that lets you know that they must have, some hard evidence on that. At least that's what it seems to be. So
Yeah,
I
that's the
think
only
that's
reason
one thing to note.
they offer 50 grand to try to get off is if they got him. If they got him like, oh, you're going down.
Yeah, and again, I'm sure he doesn't
Do
know what
any
all the evidence
for a
is at
bribe?
this point either. What'd you say?
You ain't do nothing. You offer if you didn't do anything, what are you offering a bribe for? You know,
And
no
and that's
reason to
what's
offer a
ironic,
bribe.
right? And that's what's ironic because part of that racketeering charge includes bribes. So Why would you want to do what they're actually allegedly accusing you of? You know what I'm saying? So that was awkward too. Count three: transportation to engage in prostitution. That one also, the wording in the document is also referencing a particular individual in that one as well. Um, the wording says knowingly transported an individual in interstate and foreign commerce with intent that the individual engage in prostitution and attempted, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused the same. Da 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 da. Y'all can read the rest. But again, that one is very specific. So just let y'all know, all this stuff is like they know what they're talking about here. And then I do also want to point out that there's a lot of references to like the wording of it. There's a lot of references to they'll say known and unknown persons. So they're basically saying they know that there might be, or at least they think they know that there might be other people involved in it that they for sure know about, and then there's some unknown people as well. So with that type of wording, it makes me think that they might be,
Yeah.
even leading up to some other things, some other charges coming soon. We don't know. We don't know. This is just what appears to be. But yeah, let's check out what some of the other celebrities had to say about it. Here was Shine. He recently was at a press conference. He's now a politician, but here's what he's saying about the arrest.
When I was a 18-year-old kid, just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do, be recognized for our talent and take over the world. I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the
Can you hear me?
context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave,
Can
I
you hear me?
moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas
Well, I
and
saw you
that
spent a birthday with him once.
I
I saw a
Can you hear
birthday
me?
I
cake.
went again to do a charity event for impoverished youth
Never mind.
in London. So let us not lose.
What the hell? My whole
Yeah,
phone
so that's
died.
what Shine is saying. I couldn't hear you. The video was playing. So the video was playing, and you're saying, "Can you hear me?" I wanted to crack up. I was like, what? But anyway,
Oh,
yeah. But
my
Shine, he that's what he
a
had to
video
say about it.
of
He actually,
signal.
he's saying Diddy ruined his life,
Dang.
and that's, I mean, just reading about
Oh,
that whole scenario, that's just crazy. But anyway, that was his take on the whole arrest. And he, one big thing of him that he said is that he has forgiven, but at the same time, he does feel like his life was ruined from that whole ordeal because he spent 9 years in prison after that. And he was like, Diddy actually
dang.
called witnesses to testify against me, which was not cool. So I understand,
Mm,
but right now
dang.
he's a political leader in his country of Belize. So he's actually, doing really good things in his country right now, which is really good. 50 Cent chimes in, you know what I'm saying? He had something to say at one of his interviews. So let's check out what 50 Cent had to say.
I have the experience with major corporations like me, my particular experience with Beam Centauri. It was great in the beginning.
Where's the
It's great
message, man?
for us to work for them. It's not so cool when you start to own things. You see what I'm saying? So I made a lot of money with them too. Like, there's a point, they did a deal that mirrored what Puffy's deal with Diageo
I need
was
to
for
hear what
Ciroc.
he had to
So he
say.
didn't have ownership of that at any point, but he was getting a lot of money, like almost like $60 million a year at one point. So you see him go to daily on is when you see him have some issues. And these people have really strong relationships. Don't think that the civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it. The spirits business is it's not governed. They got a discus board that they created, right? If you got two companies that are $3 billion.
So so Diddy, he's saying he's kind of alluding to, he feels like part of the reason for the indictment was because Diddy had just filed a lawsuit against the spirits business. Um, Again, he's saying it's not a government
Mm,
business, and that's one thing he feels like they were kind of retaliating against him, and that's what made these charges come about.
mm.
Which was that's a business take side of it. He knows some inside things that we aren't privy to, so that was interesting to hear from him about that. And I actually wasn't even aware of that. I actually had seen just something just scrolling by a while back about that lawsuit, but I wasn't aware of the nature of it until 50 Cent started speaking on that a little bit more, which was really interesting. And LL Cool J, Flavor Flav. There've been some other, a few other, before we actually play what LL Cool J and Flavor Flav were saying about what they felt. There were some others that we don't have video of where they had made some reactions as well. Boozy Badass seemed to actually, he wasn't necessarily commenting on like Diddy's situation right now, but he was just defending freak offs in general. And that alludes to back where we were talking about, like, people have been using different terms for that among the years. So Boozy's reference to freak offs, again, I don't think he had read the indictment to see the type of freak off they were referring to there, but he was apparently referring to the type of freak off from, like, just being wild, partying wild back in the day type of thing. Um, that a lot of people that did attend, like, the Freaknik type of things, that they probably were thinking of as well. So he was kind of defending that, and so people are saying some things about that. Meek Mill, he's been on Twitter saying some things as well. He had an Ask Mill, it was like hashtag ask Meek, um, Ask Meek Mill or whatever. But anyway, he had a hashtag little question and answer thing going on where he was talking about it, and he was just saying how it's strange how CEOs are stepping down, and he made a $1 million bet that the charges won't stick. So that's what he was saying. But there's been some other things as well. There's been a lot of celebrities just saying a lot of different things. Method Man was asked by the Shade Room if it will be the end of hip hop. He said no, it has nothing to do with hip hop. I believe it was the Shade Room. At least that's where we saw that video. But he was saying no, it has nothing to do with hip hop. So he was pretty firm on that. Saw a statement by comedian D.L. Utley saying, if you're telling a story about something you knew and you didn't do anything about it, you're not a witness, you're an accomplice. So there's been different things being said, you know what I'm saying? And then LL Cool J, Flavor Flav, they were recently asked the question while they were at the Black Music Action Coalition Gala. And this was by Sky News. So let's check this video out.
One of the biggest music executives currently was just arrested. I'm curious if you have any opinion on his arrest or the alleged action.
No, I feel for his children. The rest I can't speak on. I mean, that's what we got court system for, but I feel for his kids.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. When anybody asks me my opinion on Diddy, you know what my opinion is? I have none. I ain't got no answers for a Diddy question. None.
So I think it's really important for people to just know that before you start posting certain things, definitely read the indictment, because there are a lot of serious allegations there. It's not something that you should take lightly. You know what I mean? I think that everybody should definitely be aware. It's really important to read nowadays. Like, a lot of people just want to see a meme or something and they want to go with that. But I think it's really important to actually read, so you're like, you have actual information about what the indictment actually entails. And again, it's alleged at this point that the trial date hasn't been set or anything like that. But those are the three primary counts that he is being charged with for this indictment. And as y'all know, it's been a lot of other stuff coming up, and people that have been to some of the freak off parties and stuff like that. They've been saying things, and it's just been a lot of things coming to light, and then a lot of things from the past that people have said, and just interviews coming up that are being shared. But we wanted to just let y'all know what the actual charges were, because here on the Red My Block show we talk about what's been trending over the past week, and we also want to stick to like what the actual facts are. So we look at that. So these charges that you see here, they were taken directly from the indictment document, which we have in our comments below. And you can also let us know what you think on this topic as well. But enough of that. And Grandmaster Bass Monstar, he did have to drop. But we do want to talk real quick about what the new album releases have been this week. And there were a few that I did want to mention. Shout out to Future. He actually is holding the top 12 spots right now on Apple Music. And it's just going crazy. As you know, Apple Music, if you're charting over on Apple Music, that means people are listening to your tracks. So he's holding the top 12 spots. He's the first artist in history that has held that number, like literally. His mixtape Pluto is holding the top 12 songs on the Apple Music charts. And this is across all genres and even across hip hop genre as well. And that was highly anticipated, like his whole Pluto mixtape. If you know any history behind that, then you know why. I'm not going to go into all of that because we're just talking about like what the actual releases were. Meek Mill actually just released a new single. It's called Cybertruck. I know one thing that I noted when he was doing the Ask Meek Mill session over on Twitter, or X as it's known now, he was doing hashtag Cybertruck. So he was kind of like trying to promote his Cybertruck single as he was doing that question and answer session. The Baby, he just recently released a song called Can't Keep Keisha. Kiss the Sky is a new single by Nappy Roots. It's been a minute that I've seen anything out by Nappy Roots, but I wanted to shout them out because they did just release that. We also have Four Bats and Lil Baby. They released a single called Roll the Dice. Glorilla, she has a new hit. This is a hit single already, I feel, because she was actually promoted before it came out, but it's called Hold On, HOLOON. And she has her Glorilla album coming out real soon. Money Man released a track called Clear. Finesse 2 Times just released a song called Duckin' No Action. Nelly Furtado, I was surprised to see this one. Nelly Furtado, she released the whole album. It's called 7, and it features 14 songs. She does have a few features on there by Blackie. Bamba is, well, you know what? Because this album is more, I want to say, it's actually a collection of like different tracks that she's been working on for a few years, but she has quite a bit. Gray Hawkins on it, Tove Lo, S.G. Lewis, Detronata. If y'all remember Detronata from the rap game, she just released a new single. It's called No You. Tommy Richmond has released a track called Whitney. There's been a lot. We're actually reviewing this music over for Home Base Radio placement. Ready to Die for the Woman by the Notorious B.I.G. was just released. That's an EP, and it has 6 songs on it. I was really interested in seeing that. But yeah, we are looking at some of this music right now to place over on Home Base Radio. And if you are wanting to get placed or get featured on either our show or anything like that, make sure you check us out over at homebasepromo.com. You can submit MP3s to homebasepromo@gmail.com. Hip Hop EPK is our website where we feature hip hop, electronic press kits, hiphopepk.com. You can get featured for press releases, interviews. If you're doing a promo run, if you have a new album release, make sure you check us out. Song analytics, that's something that we do if you're trying to find out who's listening, how you rank, or where to perform, or where you want to go on tour. So, there's a lot of different avenues to get featured. We also have a whole list of services for artists as well. I did also want to touch base just on a couple of events coming up because Little Dirk, he is having a birthday party. His birthday party is coming up October 20th in Chicago. It's his first big birthday party in Chicago. He had not had one before, so that's a really big thing that's going on. Lil Wayne has his he has the Hot Boys Reunion tour coming up, and that's going to be at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans on November the 2nd with the original Hot Boys. So you have to check that out. But yeah, there is a lot going on. There's also another festival coming up. We're going to be having more details on that in the next episode. But I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in today. It's been a pleasure. I hope you have a great weekend. And, one thing to always note is that whenever you're in doubt, read about it. Just look things up and actually read and find out for yourself. Don't just go by like what memes you see and stuff like that, because there's a lot of misinformation out right now about a whole lot of topics. So it's really important to read. But hope you have a great one again, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure.